Hey, y'all, Gunchill, aka The Fits. Got some late birthday gifts for myself. Just arrived today. Took a while. I don't know what the holdup was. But right over there in my little tool shed, the golf clubs was always there. But look right at the top of the golf bag, right behind the fan. I just got my little basketball. I could go out there working on a little bit of functional mobility. If I gotta switch over to tennis, running in a straight line ain't exactly like being able to run around like agility. So loosen up with that for a little bit, and then I could point myself in the direction of the tennis court, or maybe the ping pong table. Kind of far away from the ping pong table right now, but who knows? God might send me somebody or show me somebody that actually don't mind playing pretty decent tennis at Sandyport, since it's like right round the corner. And see them two sticks right there drying off. I just got my new grips. Put on the two drivers I have. I figured they might have just been a little bit too long. Maybe that might have been what all the whippiness was. 'Cause I guess when I did order those, I intentionally ordered them just a little bit longer than I guess I ordinarily was used to playing with. Because remember, I got them originally to go and, try the long drive competitions, which I still haven't gotten to. But for playing purposes, I just couldn't swing them like how I always, wanted to swing them. This too much of a lag, I guess, with the extra length on it. It was stiffer when I actually had the shorter clubs, so I could actually swing like pretty much as hard as I wanted to swing without having to sacrifice, accuracy and all of that. So let those dry out. I just changed the grips. I actually shortened them, the shafts, cut them down like about an inch. So instead of like, I think standing from the ground up to the tip of the grip, I think I had them set to like 45 inches, which was I think like maximum tour length years ago. I think they might have extended it now, but I got to thinking they look good, and I see everybody else who swinging not necessarily how I swing, but still hitting theirs and happy with theirs. And I just realized a lot of these people that's out there swinging and playing now wasn't out there swinging and playing back in the days of steel drafts and when graphite really became popular. So they wasn't even really hip to the 43 and a half inch, I guess, standard length that was the standard length before they, I guess, adjusted it to 45. The drivers I had before this, like the Judge, I think that was actually like a 43 top to bottom. It was about 43 and a half, maybe 44. I don't know if people that had it before me made any adjustments to it, but I know it wasn't nearly as long as these was when I first got those. So I trimmed the inch off the top and threw the grips on there, so they should be sitting right in around 43 and a half to maybe 43 and 3/4. I don't know if it's quite 44, but maybe. And I pushed the grips pretty much all the way down, so they should be as close to what I had as before. So that should increase, the stiffness and allow for, the kind of swing that I kind of like to swing at. Since it don't seem like the long drive is going to be happening right away, unless they having one in the UK or something like that I can go to. Still don't have my US visa. Still don't know what the holdup is with the US visa, but there's definitely some kind of something possibly still. There's no reason it should have been taking this long to just do what the lady said before I came back. Oh, you could just go ahead and reapply within 3 months. Everything will, I guess, probably be sorted out by then. Like I said, mind you, this is after the immigration prosecutor, federal prosecutor. Like I said, who was the actual prosecutor in my original whatever case when I was whatever. Told the man, Your Honor, we do not know why he's in there. He hasn't done anything. Somehow, I don't know what my mommy said, you've been banned. I was like, huh? How'd you go from, Your Honor, he hasn't done anything wrong to you've been banned? Ooh, what kind of stunt doubles y'all been using trying to get me in trouble off a bicycle stop and a parking ticket? Because it wasn't, anyway. I don't know what's going on, but I know they do have some tournaments other places around the world. So I still want to. I still can. It's just a matter of lining up the tickets, the stays, and I don't know if I need a chaperone or somebody who speaks the language or whatever, wherever these places at, but I know they speak English in the UK. Maybe not everywhere, but some places. Canada, I don't know, I might be able to get through to Canada with the UK travel document, but we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I'll let these bad boys dry out for a good day or so. Just let them sit there. It ain't like I'm going to be going to the course and playing like that right now, but if it so happens to line up, I might be able to get to the range sometime this week, maybe on the weekend. Just go out there and have me a swing out. The usual ride I had, well, mommy gone away, so she went over there for my nephew's birthday coming up in a couple of days. So everybody else, they growing and working. Only me one, I guess, right here. For some reason, here at home, chilling, but not a whole lot to do. Maybe I need to stop looking, period. That's when it seems like I actually get stuff to actually do as far as work. Not be so feverish about it all over LinkedIn and whatever else, trying to see who's hiring all around the planet. But yeah, those my toys. Basketball. Well, those should be like toys anyway. For some reason, I just wondered why, even when I wasn't feeling as energetic, with the whole sleep thing, feeling kind of weak and stuff like that, I still wasn't able to really swing these the way I felt I should have. The easy swings and stuff like that still wasn't doing what the old Mizuno club I got from stateside was doing. Titanium face and all of that. And that's just a regular stiff flex. These are extra stiff and Tor stiff or something like that. Much newer shafts. I wouldn't say lighter, but newer shafts. So I figured they would have been easier, but I think the length of them is probably just a big deal. I can't wait to try them out though. See how they feel. I need to get in one of these amateur tournaments now. See exactly what it's like to actually play with some of these guys that's out there doing some serious stuff. I still can't believe I seen that dude call out a flicking probably 250-yard shot. Some guy walking across the driving range. Hey, watch out before I drop this between your legs. 3-wood, I think, off the ground. Whilst dude was walking, pinpointed and literally dropped it right between the dude's steps while he was walking. I was like, what? I'm a fan. I know I done some things, but I never seen nothing like that before in my life. And on the first go. What? Yeah, let me go clean off my shoulders a little bit so I could go rub some shoulders. What we doing around here now? I thought I was it. You mean y'all was faking, let me thinking I was all that good. I know you're shooting 80s and 90s and stuff like that. You ain't gonna be no PGA Tour pro, but that's what I used to win with back in the day. So before anybody get to thinking it was all that fancy. Nope. I don't think I ever played a tournament in this country where I actually shot less than 80. I really don't remember it. At least not on the official all-around score 18 holes. I know I had a really good start one time, 2-1 though, but that was only 9 holes. Y'all heard the rest of that story. Boom, boom, ping, ping, fall apart. Anyway, that was before the days of Focus though. So, can't wait to try them out.